Well, I think you're probably going to if this starts to take off on us. I believe it probably will. So again, Insania taking a lot of damage. Schofield just doing Schofield things, though, just trying to be annoying. Do end up breaking some of those trees, and now he is forced away, sitting very low, but it's going to be Insania who draws the first blood. No, the actual lane itself. But top lane, have a little bit of a toss-up here on Whisper. Lots of burst damage, and they take advantage of the fact that Schofield was, of course, off and just trying to get some of these stacks up.
That was kind of uncharacteristic of Whisper, just getting caught in no man's land.
Thought Taiga might have a little bit more there to dish out on Stinger, but just going to continue to harass K1.
Whisper just has to not die in those few seconds where his shaker is not behind him, and that's twice in a row he goes down. You don't want to feed a tiny safe lane kills either, because that just accelerates the blink timing.
Well, luckily for BEASTCOAST, Insania is the one who appears to be getting most of these kills, but again, every time he shows up like this, very dangerous. Does have himself a bottle, does have that slow ring for trying to spam, but this is what's going to happen if he's not careful. If he doesn't have Sco with him, he is just going to be burst down consistently, so they need to figure out another game plan here.
Double null, he's just rushing BOTs. Model ground boots and a lot of gold save. Another death on Whisper. I do not agree with this from Chris Luckman. Like, this is the opposite of being strong to fight the zoo. You gotta build the wall, and instead he made a gate. The drawbridge, he left it down or whatever.
I don't know where you're going with this, but yes, it does seem kind of interesting that he opted to be on the other side of the map when he does have plenty of stacks over in his own jungle, and he does have safety and vision over there.
Just have the right read on this.
Sco. Gonna go drop down the Fissure. He is stunned though completely, just locked into place, so
boy Fissure.
They'll be able to get that kill. And yes, like we said, Insania with Fissure is going to be very, very scary. And they know exactly where Hector wants to be, but as usual, Sco is the one who is most forward currently. He's gonna try to clip up over top some of these birds, toss up into the air though. They'll be able to take down Stinger, they take down Schofield, and Hector now is forced to run away.
Moxxi will take bottom as they now push middle. Looks like middle actually die first. That'll be 2 structures for Liquid.
I mean, this is exactly how they have to play their draft. You know, they are on a timer, so you want to see them making these aggressive moves and trying to take away any sort of just advantage that BEASTCOAST can have with having that open here. As Insania gets the block up here over to Stinger though, he's gonna go throw out a nice purification. Chris Luck has to be careful, he's sitting pretty low. And try to go up to the high ground. Taiga keeping tabs on him. He's already used the Laguna Blade. Moxxi running. So get the dunk in the top lane though. Looks like they're going to try to take out Insania, and they'll be able to find that kill. As they're continuing to run after Chris Luck. He's just dodging around. He's got his dancing shoes on. Moxxi trying with that Centaur creep, but unfortunately not going to be able to close that gap.
Map control is something that BEASTCOAST won't have for a little bit.
Taiga anticipating that they might try to make a play on him, but that Fissure getting stolen. Schofield is not looking too healthy here as does fall. Whisper now with the blink dagger. Now he'll be able to put himself into better positions, hopefully. Hector does need to be careful though. That stolen Fissure is doing so much work. He's gonna turn back around. He has the dot strength, but he is just getting stunned up into place. Chris Luck jumping out the back line. Wants to get rid of Taiga. Needs to get another hit off though, as there is play on the back line to Stinger. Ends up falling to Mickey. Taiga eventually can fall. Koifa though with those birds. He's keeping an eye on everything. We'll get the stun off. You've got Schofield, you've got Whisper, Pistol still nearby. Insania is also there. Another Fissure. These Fissures have been so valued. Plus that Centaur creep and the toss up into the air. Hector is down. And Whisper is not going to be able to get out of here.
Nice shot from Liquid. They extend that fight and continue to kite it out. The stolen Fissure, very critical from Insania. Too deep.
Let's go. Let's try and go see her play here, but Whisper also will just get blown up.
16-3. Liquid's like it was Stinger.
I mean, they're just moving around this map in perfect rotations right now. Lane forward, and there's Koifa, pin string right around, and this is looking like a dead Chris Luck. And a nice tasty regen rune.
Toss back.
Toss back here. K1 tries to run away. The bump the Fissure. Whispers here, they're able to blow up Taiga. Koifa now gets taunted right back in again. Hector looking for this opening, goes for the dog strike. He's looking for Koifa. He's going to be able to find that. To be careful again of those birds though. Mickey gets the toss up into the air, takes out Schofield. And now Hector is forced to run away here. And As Mickey follows up, nice Stormhammer, but Moxxi, he's a fast wolf. He's just chasing after him. Look, take a little bit of a nibble out of him if it's possible. And look at these creeps. They just get tossed into the air as Mickey gets the kill and should be able to get a second kill here for Team Liquid. Stinger not having a great time here. They are diving past the tier 2s here in the mid lane. Liquid is playing their draft to a T right now. Trying to buy a little bit more time with that laser dude, the Heavenly Grace. Or sorry, not the Heavenly Grace, CGA. Still end up losing Stinger.
And I just feel like he had to get involved earlier. You know, Whisper is dying top, but they don't have any mid player involved in the game to help alleviate that pressure. Yes, you're going to lose Insania, but you also now lose Roshan and Liquid.
They're a little bit late here, but they do run right in. Nice forward step forward over onto Moxxi. K1 already popping that God's Strength. Needs to be careful here. The toss right back over to Tide where the LSA is. And they've got all the stun and damage, but of course does have a bit of status resistance, but he needs more health. He needs to be able to survive this, and he is most of their damage right now. Mickey just charging after him. Nice heal coming out. They'll toss out a tree. They'll toss over a friend as well, but not going to be able to quite finish off Hector.
Mickey had the dig on.
And Mickey's found himself a Stinger to boot over on the back lines though. Are they going to be able to get Stinger? They were able to take down Taiga. Already taken down Whisper. There it is. There's a kill on Stinger. The buyback comes out though. Whisper, not happy that he's dead, wants to be a part of this. Teleport right on in, throw out some of these rockets.
Well, they blink on Shaker. Gotta be careful, Liquid.
Skull waiting for that perfect angle here. There's quite a few things right here. Mickey jumping forward, wants to take out Whisper. They get the stone. There's the Echo Slam coming out from Scopa, but you need damage to follow it up. It doesn't do enough here. So this is a big creep over the silence, though. Looks like Chris Luck is going to be able to go take down Tiny once, take down Insania. As Scofield's running away from this creep. My God.
They did get the bird, though, and the big dog.
Toss up into the air on Stinger. Not quite enough damage, though, coming out from Koifa to take him out completely.
At some point.
I just wanted to get rid of these pesky birds, but immediately, look at this. They try to back out. Schofield, that Dagon coming in. Will turn back around, throws out a fissure. Just going to try to walk away, but again, the stolen fissure coming out again from Insania. Just doing so much here as they just chase after Mickey. They really would like to take down this Tiny. Are they going to be able to find that with a weapon? Because yes, they are. They take him down in a 10 times kill streak. Tyga's now left all alone. That's beautiful to say, but when you have a BKB, those stuns all of a sudden, they do not matter as much.
I mean, you also, there's no follow-up, right? Taiga wasn't in range, and Koifa got fissured before the soul assumption that would have finished off the kill landed.
We have another fight breaking off. The taunt drawing right back in again. Insania is going to be the first to die. Koifa now here is not looking too healthy. Nice forward step here coming out from Taiga, trying to keep him alive. But Hector, he's got his eyes on the birdie, and that is one to Koifa. Laguna comes out. It's not enough. Taiga next to fall. Moxxi walking right into Hector and Schofield. He's trying to find an open, trying to zig inside, but they land the fissure, and he's just dead.
I thought Liquid were going to run away with it.
It's a tinker now.
Yeah.
It was an offlane tinker that, he was easy food early on, but now it is making your life much more difficult. Chris Luck being a little too radiant here. Jumping right in, takes the Laguna Blade, and there's the stuns. We've seen this before.
Indeed. BAT. So items like Shivas that reduce attack speed are super effective. Same goes with a hero like Tiny. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, this is a pretty big deal right now, but look at the lifesteal that we're getting right back. Using that Satanic Hector, he wants someone. He found himself in St. He's just gonna cut him right to the core. As the Whisper joining in, they've got the Shrink right over on Taiga. That's a Tiny Lena, and that's also a very dead one.
We will tap Satanic BKB to be full health and then chase you down.
Oh dear, this is not looking like a very healthy Moxxi. He's a very tiny, undernourished Moxxi. Not yet. But look at this. Hector's in the base. He's hitting your buildings. Mickey's trying, but look at this guy. Look at the status resistance. So got his Satanic up if he wants to go and pop it. Just chonking away over here at these buildings. Getting the heals, the lift. No, he just doesn't care. He's just being allowed to do whatever he wants. He doesn't get tossed out of the base. Mickey, get the heck out of here, he says. But they're fine with this. They're happy.
They're not really in a rush either.
No, they're not. And Hector, look at this. Look at all the status resistance on this man. My God. Just rockets flying everywhere. Looks like the 4th of July over here. They go in with the Guardian Angel to wipe out Taiga very quickly. And they're looking for whatever else they might be able to grab. Get a couple of these nice stuns off. Moxxi is going to be respawning soon. Chris Luck is poking around, trying to be generally annoying as we start seeing all the heroes getting very Tiny.
Yeah, you can see Tiny's attack speed, by the way. That's all just the Shivas. Like he actually can't hit. Part of that is the itemization. He's gone spellcaster build, but he just doesn't have right clicks anymore. It's a combo, a Dagon, and that's that. But unfortunately, K1 is just tanking all abilities tossed back.
I mean, he's separated from his team, but he's got his own insurance policy with this BKB. He just turned right back around again. And that is a dead Mickey. And he's coming back up again for round 2. That was the Aegis. Well, they're stunned, but doesn't seem to matter. They can't seem to get these kills any longer. Chris Luck runs right over and Zania behind back. Not very happy about this. Also, to the air pitcher comes in through from Schofield. The taunt as well. Hector is just still hitting buildings. Got absolutely no mana left, but he doesn't care because all he wants to do is hit. And look at these machines everywhere. The jumps right back in again, finds himself a quick pick on Mickey. No buyback now on this Tiny. As they're just running into the base, they won't stop.
Okay, Moxxi's not even there. He didn't have a creep. So he's just like, I'm far back guys, I have no ultimate. What am I supposed to do? GG's have been called. And I gotta say, my apologies, Beast Coast loyal fans and viewers. I did not think that this squad had it in them to come back from such a deficit, but they actually just made it look easy.